Woody Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Kagurabachi chapter 106. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because of course this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. And we ain't sponsored by Shueisha, and we ain't sponsored by Manga Plus, and we ain't sponsored by Viz. And considering how much we promote Manga Plus on this channel, it's kind of surprising, right? But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable well-puppet kitty somewhere around here, hopefully being good kitties, and this operation, well, again, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon, where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have a full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Digimon Beat Break. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 Patreon member, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there's a stacked fall anime season coming to a close, in which today we are covering Gachi Kuda and, unfortunately for me, One Punch Man Season 3. We also covered Sanda, Togedanki, Boku no Hero Academia Final Season, Spy Family Season 3, and Digimon, and there's even more on the way. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So, well, unfortunately, there was, sadly, no Kagurabachi anime announced at Jump Festa this year. Frankly, I am actually kind of surprised there wasn't. Seriously, I am very surprised there wasn't. My guess is that there probably won't be until next Jump Festa. Well, you never know. There could be one announced at Anime Expo, but at the very least, maybe Anime Expo. Well, maybe Anime Japan. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it'll either be Anime Japan or Jump Festa 2026, but I would not be, or 2027. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Jump Festa 2027. But anyways, last chapter of Kagurabachi, we saw Soga take full possession of Yura, and my guess is, because we don't know what the situation is like in Record of Ragnarok, but it feels like it's like a combination of Record of Ragnarok, once we get the whole lowdown on like the ritual and whatnot in Record of Ragnarok. But it definitely feels like you gotta make a contract with the person who wields the weapon kind of thing. That's why I'm like, yeah, it's like a consensual thing. Well, in this case, maybe consensual with the vessel, maybe. Yeah, in this case. But like, reason why I bring up Boruto is, in the most recent chapter to Blue Vortex, we saw Boruto make a deal with Momoshiki, saying that he said, like, look, if you let me use all your power to defeat the very enemy that you hate too, aka the Shinju, and I think even hell other Otsutsuki too, but mainly the Shinju right now, then I'll let you take over my body, which is probably what you want anyway. It's better than, because he's just chilling inside of Boruto waiting to disappear because he's fucking miserable. Which I'm still kind of surprised about, and surprised that he's not plotting to try and pull a stunt. But again, we don't know what the fuck happened in the time skip. That's a whole different thing. So, like, knowing that, I gotta wonder, in this case, is Yura completely gone? Or is he just, like, chilling and just fading away? Like, there's gotta be a catch. There's gotta be a system at work here. There's no, I mean, we saw it with Andy too, and Victor, to an extent. But I'm really curious what you guys think about that. But anyways, let's get into this chapter, see what's in store for us today. Come on, work with me here. Days of the past. Okay, so now we're with Chihiro and Papa here. What was the sword master like? Just like it says there. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Soga in that book really looks like Benimaru from Fire Force. He really does. I wanted to know about his personality and his relationship to my dad, but after that I decided not to ask any more questions. It can't be. He's too fast. It's the Sword Master. And this chapter is titled Karma. How you've grown, Chihiro. He knows my name. Even Mr. Samura and Mr. Urua didn't know about me. All this time, I had a hazy sense of what was around the Shinoichi. You were with your father all along, right? He never told you about me? I see. Oh, I see. How much do you weigh? Huh? Your weight? 70 kilos. Around 3,860 grams. I've known you since you were about this big. Wait, what? I bought your bib. I'm your uncle. Yay! Okay, so like, I know we kind of knew this. Also, fuck you, Viz, and your shitty localization for screwing it up. Shout out to the other localizations for pointing it out that it was the son-in-law. Or, not son-in-law, excuse me. Brother-in-law, and not like, Rokuhira's, bro. Yeah. I'm your uncle, your mother's younger brother. Uncle? Let me ask you, one question. Why did your father seal away the enchanted blades? Because they caused the malediction and it was wrong. Wrong? It was a massacre after peace had been achieved and children were killed. So that was what my brother taught you. Hold on a second. This is brother. Let's see if it says brother-in-law in the other localization. So, Viz, you're wrong on this one. Because I just checked the Spanish and the French version just to make sure I wasn't losing my mind. And which I, frankly, I should have done the first time. And it's brother-in-law. So, yeah. God damn it, Viz. Like, why? 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 Yes, it is brother-in-law. Fucking idiot. Like, seriously, Viz, we use brother-in-law. We call our brother-in-laws brother-in-law. We don't just call him brother. No, we call him brother-in-law. So that's what my brother-in-law taught you. The children of Shikoku were of the same blood as the invaders. They were indoctrinated with the same teachings. I killed our enemies. Well, it doesn't matter. It's only natural that different people... Well, it doesn't matter. It's only natural that people have different opinions on the matter. That's fine. But then he forged a new enchanted blade. Why? To destroy the enchanted blades. I see. At first I was upset. Why didn't anyone tell me I was related to the Sword Master? So yeah, Chihiro had no clue. But then it made sense. I'm glad I didn't know. This loathing, knowing that I was close to a mass murderer, I don't even remember. This revulsion when he treats me with disgusting familiarity. None of those things matter now. Sorry to bombard you with questions. The malediction was wrong, so we sealed up the enchanted blades, and this world is the result. Was that the correct choice? This bloodlust, no. He sheathed his sword several minutes ago, but my throat still feels cold. If I move, I'm dead. I know it's real, but that's how terrified I am. The enchanted blades have a mission, to eradicate evil and protect the vulnerable. I must fulfill that mission. But what is considered evil, though? What's his definition of evil? The Sazanami, one of their descendants is in Kaminabi headquarters. He has the same powers as their patriarch. He must be killed. Every member of that clan who governed the Rakuzaichi must be eradicated. Ooh, see? But Hakuri, naturally, I will kill anyone who stands in my way. No exceptions. The evildoers must be culled. Even with Suzaku, your healing powers can't keep up. The power of the immortal phoenix, and yet you know, Samura, my blade can take your life. Dude, so, see? Soga is... I mean, people wanted this villain, right? Like, people don't understand, I guess. I don't know why people still don't understand that some people just have their own perspective on what good and evil are. So not everyone's version of good and evil is different. Oh, sorry, I fucked this up. Not everyone's version of good and evil is the same. Or justice is the same. It's very subjective. Granted, as the saying goes, it's a lot easier to fight in the name of villainy than it is in the name of justice, because villainy is a lot easier to define than justice is. But still, you know what I mean. I know. Is Summer gonna die? You okay? Yes, if he matched Mr. Samura's, EI. After all, Akamura chose, Akamura chose not to practice the white purity EI only because, he hated it, Shirikai. He possessed ample talent to master it immediately. His skill with the, sword is unparalleled, but, Unsheath the, Magatsumi has more than just 3 powers. He unsheathed it! Oh my god! We have yet to see its true essence. Oh shit, he unsheathed it! His ideology is too extreme. We have to stop him or we'll experience another tragedy like the malediction. Too late, he fucking unsheathed it! Chihiro, stop. I won't stop. Standing before me is the reason Kurishige Rokuhira sealed away the enchanted blades. The reason he wanted to destroy them. As the one who bears the Enten, I have to face him. I also have a mission to fulfill. The great evil. Yes, this is why you left it out the closing text, you stupid fuck! Fizz! Ah! I fucking hate Fizz so much for this, man! Fizz, you gotta have the opening closing text for a reason! But man, Hokuzono, your writing is getting better. Your art, though, it is getting better. But what's really lacking, and Jujika no Rokunin is ending this week, so yeah, I'm gonna definitely maybe I should be comparing the art a lot more to Jujika no Rokunin. I really should. Maybe even some Togenanki too, all things considered. Well, it's definitely not as stiff as Togenanki is, so I'll give you that. But something that Togenanki does, the manga, not the anime like completely just ruined it because they didn't include it, is I really wish that Hokuzono was really going in with the metaphorical art, especially here. The reason why I gotta stress on the metaphorical art here, why I really wish he was like utilizing the backgrounds more here, is that you're getting this card, we're to have this great contrast, because especially since, you know, Summer even said this is a clash of extreme ideology. Well, we're dealing with an extremist here. Why not show it in the art? Since Chihiro doesn't like really, you know, emote that much in the face, that's where the rest of the panel comes in. And same with Soga. Soga don't emote that much in the face. Again, this is why I bring in Togenanki into the equation in terms of comparisons. Is that Urushibara's characters, if you read Togenanki, you understand. There's not a lot of emoting that happens in the faces. It doesn't happen that much. So, like, what Urushibara does, and also there's a lot of combat, a lot of stiff motion as well, but still. But what he does is he compensates for it with metaphorical art. And when Urushibara really leans into the metaphorical art, it makes it extremely powerful. And I really wish, especially for something like this, oh my god, I really wish he was leading it. Hokuzono, why aren't you leading into the metaphorical art here? Especially for something as crucial as this, where Chihiro is learning something about his own family. I'm like, hell, for the flashback, for example, you could have had like fish like on the borders of the panel. I mean, like, you could do something really cool and creative and like make it like even more more whimsy. Because what you're giving us here is very black and white, very like straightforward good and evil. But like, part of me is like, I said this a couple weeks ago, like, you're kind of giving us a little bit of, well, not so much on like Chihiro's part in terms of moral ambiguity, because yeah, what Soga is doing is really fucked up. It is really fucked up what he's doing. It is. From Chihiro's point of view. From Soga's point of view, he thinks he's doing the right damn thing. But like, I want to see like the aura. I want to see it. I want to see it reflected in the art. And it's just frustrating that I'm not seeing it. I really wish Hokusano would tap into it more. Granted, I'm going to say this right now. I understand why it's not being tapped into maybe right now because of like Jump Festa and stuff like that. And that being the case, well, first of all, thank you for giving us finished art, unlike Sakamoto days where we don't have finished art. So I will give you that. Well, maybe you can make the argument that this isn't finished art. If that is the case, then that would make me even more sad. But I would rather, like, I would make the argument that it's like, dude, like, you could have maybe waited until after the new year and given us something. But, hell, we might, like, I gotta wonder, are we gonna learn more about Chihiro's mom? Okay, Hokusano, I'm going to propose this to you. I want to see something really interesting in the art-wise when we get to more of Soga's backstory from his perspective, and also like more of like the actual combat between him and Chihiro when we get to, especially now that the sword is fully unsheathed. Like, I want to see, like, full... Because it says here in the goddamn ending text, it says, the great evil. Give me the great evil. I want to see it. I want to see the great evil. It reflected in the art. I want to see that next chapter. I do. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Kagurabachi content. If you wish you can do that, donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee, purchase something off our Amazon wish list, all that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!